Let's just get straight into it. So I'm on the 2012 season where they hired Mike D'Antoni. They thought Mike D'Antoni was going to be the man, have this fast break offense. It was going to be razzle dazzle and yada, yada, yada. Jim Buss was completely wrong. But had you would have checked the odds, and around that time, we would have been all the odds were saying that we were going to go against the Miami Heat in the finals of June. It didn't work out that way. Dwight Howard just had the pressure of being Shaq 2.0, and he was never a Shaq. Shaq is a post up, back to the basket type of center. And Dwight Howard is a pick and roll, spin, set the screen, spin, catch the alley-oop and dunk type player. So Dwight Howard didn't like having that pressure. Steve Nash could never get Dwight Howard to run a pick and roll. And Steve Nash broke down. He was, this was his last year. Kobe had an Achilles tear. Somehow, some way, they still made it to the playoffs. Got beat by the Spurs. Now here's when the controversy came, because Dwight Howard, they had a chance to sit down with Dwight Howard after putting up the Stay D12. So it was a lot of fans that were pissed because Jeannie and Jim Buss put up the Stay D12 picture on the Beverly Hills Hotel. Anyhow, they have the meeting with Dwight Howard, and they couldn't woo Dwight Howard because Dwight Howard wanted to know, how is this going to be my team right now? And with Kobe in the room, they had no answer for that. It was very awkward because Kobe and Dwight didn't get along, and Kobe was not going to give Dwight Howard no keys to no Lakers. He was not going to help. It was just not going to work. It just didn't fit. So a lot of people could say whatever about Jim Buss and him not keeping Dwight. Dwight didn't want to be a Laker because we expected him to be Shaq. He was 75% of what he possibly could be. He was injured, and he was a crybaby, and he was walking around with stat sheets crying that Kobe didn't pass him the ball. Anyhow, Dwight Howard left. So here's a big controversy. Kobe Bryant gets a 2-year, $48 million contract. Everybody's going crazy. How could you give him 2 years, $48 million? Jeannie Buss had a large part to do with that because she is a financial. Jim Buss is equally responsible because he's a basketball decisions. So they both kind of decided that they were going to give Kobe this $48 million contract. Now, it seems asinine. It seems totally ridiculous. But their father did the same thing. The father gave Magic Johnson, June of '81, the link is in the description, he gave Magic Johnson a 25-year, $25 million contract, which meant his contract would have ended sometime in 2005 or 2006. It was utterly ridiculous. It was the most ridiculous contract ever at that time. Other than that Bobby Bonilla contract. So they were paying Kobe for making the Lakers an international brand. With Kobe was like he was like the guy after Jordan. So he was the guy that everybody looked like, man, this is the next Jordan. So a lot of Laker merchandise was being sold when Kobe was in his prime. Some people would argue that some of those MVPs he didn't get because of that rape case. Kobe didn't get some MVPs because of that rape case. Whatever. It's arguable. So this money was for making the Lakers an international brand all across the world. Kobe Bryant did that. So this is all the ancillary income that the Lakers are making. Jersey sales, merchandise, when they get to play on TNT, those big games, for that is what Kobe's getting all that money for, because they made more money off of Kobe than Kobe's made from them. So this was like back pay, and I'm pretty sure that the father said before he passed away, take care of Kobe Bryant. So it's a catch-22. They don't give him the $48 million. Then why are you trying to, ESPN narrative changes. Why are you trying to shortchange Kobe after Kobe took you guys to 7 or 8 finals? I forgot how many final appearances, and he gives you guys 5 rings. You just dog Kobe out and don't want to pay him his money. And then if Kobe leaves, you have no superstar. You have nobody tuning into the games. You have nobody coming to the games. You have nobody wanting to see your games whatsoever on Christmas or any day, because you have no Kobe Bryant. You have, the whole narrative changes. How could you dog Kobe Bryant out? Jim Buss is a villain because he let Kobe Bryant walk, and Jerry Buss would have took care of Kobe Bryant and made sure Kobe Bryant would have retired a Laker. So the narrative would have changed either way. So either way they can't lose. I mean, either way they're going to. And Jeannie Buss was out there saying free agents are losers if they don't want to play with Kobe Bryant. So she was equally responsible. She was defending that crazy contract, and she knew that by signing Kobe Bryant to a $48 million contract, that was going to hinder us from getting the big name free agents. She had to know that, right? So, all in all, when everything was said and done, Kobe got the $48 million. Like I said, the link is in the description about the Magic Johnson. Also, the season goes on. 2012, 2013. It's no Dwight Howard. All we have is Pau Gasol and a broken down Nash. We have Mike D'Antoni, who's still coach. Magic Johnson is just going on he's just going on a tour, just ripping D'Antoni. Oh, I like Dr. Buss. Don't like Jim Buss, but I like Dr. Buss. And he's going on television just clowning D'Antoni, clowning the Lakers, right? Clowning the Jim Buss. And Pau Gasol is disgruntled because he's always in trade discussions. And he's getting all of the blame because, Kobe gets injured and he has to carry the team by himself. So he has to carry the team by himself, and he's getting all of the blame. So long story short, Pau Gasol finishes the season and he goes to the Bulls. Now some people complain, why did you let Pau Gasol walk after and get nothing from him? All of a sudden, I believe it was only one team that offered a contract to Pau Gasol, and it was the Suns. And they wanted to, the Lakers, they wanted the Lakers to give up Pau Gasol to take a contract back and some second round picks. It was garbage. So Lakers was like, hell no, we're not about to just take no second round picks. It's not about to go down like that. So they basically did the right thing. They let Pau Gasol walk, whatever. And we had we ended up getting the 7th pick, and we got Julius Randle. Okay, so now we got Julius Randle for the 7th pick. And we also got Jordan Clarkson. So you got to give Jim Buss his props. He does have an eye for talent. He picked Jordan Clarkson. If you could redo that draft, Jordan Clarkson to go in the top 10. I don't know where. Maybe the top 5. And Julius Randle, he would be for sure in the top 10. So Lakers did get the steal of the draft. Pau Gasol left. So, and you have basically a bunch of just mixed young pieces and old pieces. Well, the Lakers was very young in 2012, 2013, whatever. So, it was, I'm sorry. So, look, as far as a coach, Mike D'Antoni decided he was gone because the Lakers wouldn't give him an extension. And, Magic started this Fire Mike D'Antoni campaign on ESPN when he was working at ESPN. He was on this Fire Mike D'Antoni Twitter rant. And finally, when Mike D'Antoni resigned or didn't want to come back to coach, Magic Johnson was celebrating Mike D'Antoni's demise, his downfall. And Charles Barkley has something to say about that, but. So Jim Buss has a decision to make. We got to get a new coach. And people were clamoring. Oh man, this Jim Buss doesn't know what the hell he to do. He passed on Phil Jackson. So that was the cause of a lot of the animus that was directed towards Jim Buss. So they hire Byron Scott. Byron Scott's working on Time Warner Sportsnet. This is why none of the guys are talking crap about Byron Scott on Sportsnet, because they know in 2 years he's gonna be right back at Sportsnet calling the Laker games as an old coach, you know. So none of the guys on Sportsnet talk about Byron Scott, but Byron Scott got the job. All the Showtime Lakers was out there. Yeah, Magic was like one of the leading guys in front talking about Byron Scott. This is a new head coach. Yeah, the Lakers are going towards the right direction. Remember, he was criticizing D'Antoni every loss that we had. Now he's not criticizing Byron Scott. He's not criticizing Byron Scott like how he was criticizing D'Antoni. He's criticizing Jim Buss. So it was a bad season with Byron Scott, and Jordan Clarkson shined and made it to the all-rookie first team. And here comes another fuck up that Jim Buss did. Jim Buss has an opportunity to sign LaMarcus Aldridge, and there was other free agents available, but they put all their eggs in a basket to get LaMarcus Aldridge. And one of the problems that he had that I didn't mention with Dwight Howard was that he was trying to pitch that, oh, you need to come to LA. You're going to get your own reality show. You're going to have this. You're going to have that. There's going to be this and this and this and that. And LaMarcus Aldridge was like, what about the team? What about the direction of the team? Where is the team going? And Jim Buss had no answer for that. So that was a problem with Jim Buss. Jim Buss didn't have a clear direction as far as for the next superstar is going to hold the key. What was going to be the direction for the Lakers? This is an issue I hope he resolves, but if not, we will not see any free agents, because LaMarcus Aldridge was very disgusted with the meeting that he had, and that was his fuck up. And his analytics is old school. He don't believe in analytics and all of that, and he had too many Time Warner executives in there, and it just fucked everything up. So we end up getting a second pick, and he chooses right. He gets D'Angelo Russell. D'Angelo Russell's not playing like having these astronomical numbers, because right now Kobe Bryant, whatever. Once Kobe Bryant leaves, then we'll be able to see how D'Angelo Russell plays, because there'll be no Kobe Bryant. There'll be no excuses. You have free reign. So let's get to the criticism. So the criticism from Stephen A is that some foolishness, he should have known better. But I already explained that in the last one. And then recently Stephen A. Smith said that, what did he say? Stephen A. Oh, they put Kobe Bryant in a position to fail, so he can't win 6 rings. Yet and still, Stephen A. Smith was a guy that was talking about nobody wants to come to LA, and ESPN, the company that he's working for, put out a scathing article, just disrespected Kobe Bryant, talking about nobody wants to play with Kobe Bryant. So the narrative always changes. You got to be careful when you watch First Take and all that. These guys are characters, right? They're just trying to spin stuff. And Magic Johnson, his criticism of Jim Buss was he doesn't want to admit that he's wrong. And Magic Johnson doesn't want to admit that he's wrong about endorsing Byron Scott. That's the problem. You know, they're both wrong. But Magic Johnson's just trying to, what Magic Johnson is trying to do is tear down Jim Buss, because Jim Buss and Magic Johnson don't get along. You know, Magic Johnson sees the Lakers supposed to be ran like how Jerry Buss ran it. See, Jerry Buss was very inclusive. He invited players to come upstairs and talk to him, and he invited Magic and have breakfast with Magic and tell Magic, hey, Magic, what do you think about this? I read a Showtime book. What do you think about this, Magic? What do you think about this guy? What do you think about that? What about the direction of the coach? You know, Magic got a couple coaches fired. So the thing with Magic is what he's trying to do. He's trying to build enough. He's trying to stage a mutiny against Jim Buss, so that way Jim Buss would be like, you know what, I give up. And Jim Buss is not friendly. He's not affable. He's not gregarious. He's not the loquacious type. He's not the type that's going to come down and talk to the fans and hear what the fans have to say. He doesn't care. He's like, I'm going to do things my way. So that's one of the biggest criticisms. And is Jim Buss delusional? Hell yeah, he's delusional. He's crazy as hell. But he's not the worst owner. He's not the worst owner in the league. It's that 76ers guy is terrible. The guy who runs the 76ers, he's just like, let's just lose and let's just collect picks. And he has no direction for the team. So it's not like he's that bad. He's at least tried within the past 5 years to make big deals, make big moves. So I give him that much props. But you got to be careful. I mean, if you dislike a person, make sure that you know why you dislike a person. Don't be a quack. Don't be the guy that says, I don't like Obama. Why you don't like Obama? Obama's a Muslim. No, he's not. You know, have a direct reason why you dislike a person. So Jim Buss can't woo free agents. He's delusional. He's crazy. He says stuff like, oh, we're going to make the playoffs this year. That's crazy. But if you talk to some of these other crazy owners, they probably say some crazy stuff too. So you just got to be careful about the agenda, what people are trying to do. Magic wants to see the Lakers ran like how his father, Dr. Jerry Buss used to run it. But Jim Buss is like, no, I got this. I know what the hell I'm doing. Back off. And I give Jim Buss his props. He does have an eye for talent. He does see superstars before they emerge. So you got to give him props for that. And, you know, he got Jerry West co-signing him. He got his Jerry West son working for him, who picked Jordan Clarkson. So you just gotta be mindful of that. You just gotta be mindful that Lakers are in a bad situation. Free agents don't want to come to the Lakers, at least while Kobe is here, and they know that the management is dysfunctional. So it's bigger fish, bigger problems than just Jim Buss. All right, so that's all I wanted to say. He is crazy, and he has made some fuck ups. And another thing is like, okay, if you get rid of Jim Buss, who are you gonna get? Any suggestions? Leave it in the comment box. Let me know. All right, like, comment, subscribe. I'm Eddie Starr. Peace.